Coming up on Wife Swap. Two women worlds apart. A super strict mum who runs her house like the military.
I'm extremely hands-on with my children. And 1, 2, 3, 4.
And a carefree mum of 11 chaotic children.
I'm not a helicopter mum.
Get what you get and you don't get upset.
We teach the kids to be pretty independent.
But when they swap lives, their world is turned completely upside down.
Shit.
Just leave it and just do dishes.
They're just so quiet. I could not live like this.
Until
There's going to be some serious changes.
the new mum calls all the shots.
First rule is,
This rule is going to cause World War III. Too hard basket, too much stuff, got to go.
I don't feel it's necessary.
I'm not going to stand for it.
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Guess what, buddy?
And when the couples meet for Judgment Day,
Got to go with what I saw at the home.
It's all out of context.
Yeah, I was
No, but
there,
it is
what
all
I
out of
saw.
context. Trying to put it into perspective here.
who will be the better parent?
It's all about balance. Knock yourself out.
oh my God, no.
This is Wife Swap. Meet the chaotic and completely out of control Lang family.
That wasn't me. That was him.
Blasé mum Melinda, laid-back husband Eric, and not one, not two, but 11 children.
So we have Andrew, Caitlin, we got Stephen, Cooper, Lachlan, Tyler, Bella. I'm trying to remember my children now, okay?
Harry.
Harry. We got Joel, Zoe, then we have Nora, and that's it, I think. We didn't miss any children, did we? That'd be awkward.
Meet the regimented Aravitas family. Strict militant mum Leanne, well-trained daughters Emily and Georgia, and disciplined ex-Navy captain dad Mark.
1, 2, 3, 4. New spot. 2, 3, 4. I'm extremely hands-on with my children. And 1, 2, 3, 4. I definitely don't underparent. The tongue out there. Good job, Em. That's why I hover. Good girl, Georgia. We do have quite a few rules in our home. iPads and no TV on school nights. No junk food either during the week. Good vegetables. The children have set bedtimes. No, not my bucks.
Night, Mummy.
I am a clock watcher because I like things to happen at the right time. Dad's nearly finished the barbecue and lunch will be ready in about 3 minutes. 2, 3, 4. It's important to teach our children to have structure. That's what you get from a parent who really cares.
All right.
It's on my pocket. Now they're all fun.
I'm not a helicopter mum
Go, Bella!
at all.
There's the spider there.
Zoe, put it down.
Like if they were near a cliff or water,
Whoop.
I would hover around them. But other than that, no, I just let them go. Let's go.
Let's go.
I couldn't be in a structured house.
Andrew! Who spilt the milk?
We teach the kids to be pretty independent from a young age.
You take the butter, I make lunches. So you're having a sandwich? Do you want Vegemite or jam?
I do the dishes.
Yay!
Dishwasher.
This one. Oh, thank you.
The other family would definitely have to learn to do things at random.
Get what you get and you don't get upset.
If they're too structured, they're gonna have to get used to something different. Here you go, honey.
Thank you.
One suitcase.
The social experiment has begun, and the wives prepare to swap families.
You nervous?
A little bit. I'm a little nervous about leaving the kids with someone that I'm assuming wouldn't have 11 children and wouldn't have that craziness every day. You're going with
I
me.
don't think you're gonna fit. Can you fit?
What happens if you get there and there's like 8 kids, 4 dogs?
Babe, if there's 8 kids and 4 dogs, seriously? I'm not nervous at all. If anything, I'm just really excited to see what's going to greet me at the door. Gonna say goodbye? Leaving my children, I think that's very difficult, but it's a really good experience for them.
Give your mummy a big hug. Bye,
I'll see you soon.
Have fun.
See ya.
Bye.
The wives travel to opposite ends of the country to experience a world completely different to their own.
I've never spent a night without Eric and all the kids. It's very weird not to have anyone with me, hanging off me.
I'm excited to get out of the car, but I'm also a little bit, worried about which driveway we're going to pull into. Finally. I'm home. Lots of gardening to do, that's for sure. Holy moly. Ooh. It needs a bit of love.
Looks like a lovely new house, well-kept gardens.
Before they meet their new families, free-range mum Melinda and helicopter mum Leanne get to look around and judge each other's home.
We shall see. There's a lot of children. There's shoes everywhere.
What beautiful girls. I love this. I don't know what it is, though.
Oh, my Lord. I have 1, 2, 3, possibly a baby. I might have 4 children, but that's only 1 room.
This must be the master. They at least have their own room. Oh, it's all organised and structured. Very neat. And the ensuite. She's in for a shock because we only share all the same toilet.
What? There has to be another. Oh, my God, look at all the toothbrushes.
One of them, I think, is a teacher. Kind of gives it away. It's very organised, though.
Oh, my gosh, toys everywhere. If this is the lounge, it's also a toy room. I think I've got some decluttering to do, definitely.
Well, it's huge. This is like my whole house.
It looks like a caravan park kitchen. Plastic tables and chairs. Okay, the kitchen's really small for a family this size.
This is very pink. There's a clock. We don't even have clocks in our house, but we don't feel that they're needed in kids' rooms.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That must be cousins, hopefully, not 11 children.
And there's not many toys in this room. Oh, there's another clock.
I run a daycare. That's what it looks like. I run a daycare in a jungle.
Each wife has written a household manual which describes exactly how to run their home.
I have really been looking forward to this manual.
This will be interesting.
Find out what this lady is all about. Let's have a look.
I'm a stay-at-home mum and have been for the last 8 years. This year, I'll be returning to work as a primary school relief teacher.
I'm a stay-at-home mum to a loud, oh my God, and boisterous tribe of 11 children. It was 11. Shit.
I'm very strict. We run a very firm but fair home. The routine works to the same time frame every day, and I tend to watch the clock a lot.
We're an easygoing family and we're used to controlled chaos. We just go with the flow and make it work. Well, no wonder it's a mess.
Routine is the basis for everything running smoothly. Well, not necessarily. The routine works the same time every day. Sorry, what? Even over the weekends?
On school days, Stephen makes sandwiches for all the school-age kids. Why is a kid making sandwiches for his siblings? He didn't choose to have 10 siblings.
I'm super organised. Every day I clean and tidy the house. So anything that we haven't used in a while, we get rid of. Oh my gosh, Eric's gonna hate it.
Eric's the husband, over 100 T-shirts that he refuses to get rid of. Hello, Eric. Guess what, buddy? We're doing a clean out.
Education is really important to me. I manage my own kids' education. I think the school can do that.
I'm getting a pretty clear picture that this woman has no idea how to maintain routine and structure within a family.
It's like they live on a Navy ship, which is not how kids want to live. They want to have some fun in their life.
Once I write my rules, there's going to be some serious changes.
Unimpressed with each other's parenting style, now it's time for the wives to meet their new husband and family.
Hi, I'm Melinda.
I'm Mark. How you going?
Good.
Hello. How are you?
Hi, Eric. Nice to meet you.
Eric, how are you?
Nice to meet you. Leanne.
Leanne, sorry.
Hi, guys.
This is the tribe.
Hello.
This is Emily. She's
Hi,
the
Emily.
eldest girl. And the other one's Georgia. Are you there?
Hi, Georgia.
Hi.
My name's Melinda. How are you?
Good.
You guys look really, really, really naughty.
I'm not the naughty.
How many kids have you got?
We have 11 children.
11 children.
So
11 kids.
11 kids.
Cool.
I love it.
I want to know how many kids you've got.
I have 2.
Two.
Can you imagine Mum looking after 11 kids?
Good thing she's very good at cooking big meals.
We need some dinner, don't we?
Yes.
But just like that, regimented Mum Leanne loses all control.
Who's playing?
It's kind of just a playground of do what you want, when you want, with whomever you want.
By the bush.
Eric, I'm worried about dinner.
Don't worry about it. The weather's good, so we'll just play for a little bit and then we'll have dinner later. Don't stress, it's all good.
Eric is out here playing. He's not concerned about dinner time. He's not concerned about the fact that it's getting late.
We're using the dodgy ball.
Whereas at home, you know, we're a little bit more structured. It's now way past dinner time and it's 10 minutes until, you know, teeth and toilets.
Yeah, that's
There's no
fine.
schedule for dinner.
Nah, it's...
Oh, my gosh, okay.
We'll play and then we'll have dinner, yeah.
Wow, okay.
Right.
Watch is going to have to come off, I think. And I'm going to have to abandon all planning of anything from this point forward.
She's gonna have to get into the swing of it quickly because, yeah, we're pretty crazy.
At the disciplined Aravitas home, mum of 11 chaotic children, Melinda, has swapped lives with helicopter mum of 2, Leanne.
I'm getting there. I'm managing, just. There's an army of people to feed.
And Melinda must comply to a much stricter, more structured life.
I'll take Emily since she's doing the placemats. I had dinner with the girls. Mark had his before us, but then he came and sat with us and had the leftover veggies that I'd made. But it didn't feel like that he did that often.
Looks good. Yum.
Even the girls seemed a little bit, this isn't normal that Dad sits here. Do you guys usually eat dinner together?
I think, like, what, half the week, maybe?
Half?
Because a lot of the time I get home from work and I'm hungry and I just want to eat.
They're just so quiet. I like them to laugh and banter between each other. Those sort of things that you have connections with your kids.
I do try and make sure I'm around when they're eating, if I'm not eating with them.
To have conversations and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could not live like this.
Cooper, can you run and grab her a dummy, please?
Far from running her usual tight ship, routine-loving Leanne attempts to feed a small army of children.
You want tomato sauce on your rice?
But this is one meal she wouldn't dare feed her own children.
It doesn't taste too bad.
That's basically starch and sugar for dinner. Holy moly, that's different. Not good food, not healthy food at all.
Is this like your dinner time?
No! Our dinner time is very relaxed.
Leanne, she coped okay with dinner. Obviously, there's a few things that we do that's a little bit different to normal. You know, the food that we dish up for the kids and yeah. Well done.
Finished?
Yeah.
All right, bedtime. Let's go. Come on.
Oh, yeah, I get to do the
Bedtime.
dishes.
What do I do now? What does Mummy do?
She just like sits down and relax.
As the older kids take on their nightly chores, Leanne follows the household manual and takes a load off.
You can grab a pillow.
Oh, thank you very much. This is very luxurious.
Anyone seen Joel's dummy?
But she has grave concerns over Stephen's welfare.
Stephen does too much. He was waiting up for Andrew to finish doing all the dishes. And then he sweeps the whole kitchen floor. In the morning, he then makes 8 children's lunches.
So I make sandwiches for everyone. I go around and I ask what they would like on their sandwich.
There is no way on this planet that I would have an 11-year-old looking after all of my children for me. And I think that's what the mum should be doing. I struggle to understand why she thinks that's okay. It's not okay.
Meanwhile, at the Aravitas home,
Okay, ready,
bedtime routine is running like a military training drill,
set, go. 1, 2,
timed to the very last second.
and swap. And I'm finding that Leanne is a little bit controlling. Even brushing their teeth, everything has to be done the right way. 3, 4, and swap. 1, 2. That's so regimented. All done, girls. Great job. I find it a very negative way of bringing up children. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Anyway, that's it.
It's day 2 of living under the old household rules. And carefree Melinda is up at dawn, enforcing the household military-style rules.
Daily routine. 6:30 they get up. 7 a.m. make the girls' lunches, which we're almost done. 7:30 to 8. I'm just making the girls' bed, something that I don't do. Okay, Georgia, we've got 15 minutes to do our hair. Do both of your hair. Our kids just get up and make their own breakfast, and then they go and get dressed. There's not even really any instruction. Hopefully we're still on time. I don't know, maybe I've trained my kids too well.
Good. Did you have a good sleep? Good. Everyone's having Fruit Loops today. This morning, kids sorted themselves out. Unfortunately, the diet was not good.
Let's have to have breakfast.
All 11 children had Fruit Loops for breakfast, and that was it. So nothing really substantial to keep their little brains going through the morning at school.
Come on, we need to get ready for school.
Stephen did all the lunches. Andrew did all the dishes afterwards. Come on, you go get ready. It's all right. What's this? It's shocking for me that Mum's not doing anything. I'm not doing the kitchen. I'm not cleaning up after I've fed my children.
Just leave it and just do dishes.
It's quite shocking.
It's the last day of working under old household rules. And at the chaotic Lang household, strict mum Leanne has no control over running a family of 11 children.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
And her frustration with so much clutter is sending her towards breaking point.
You put them away, they come back out. Everywhere you go, you're just stepping over more and more clutter and more. I'm probably breaking things. There needs to be a major cull of toys before the kids can be expected to know where to put them. No system. What is this? Top to bottom, it just needs a major overhaul.
Meanwhile, in the quiet, leafy suburbs of Perth, last day of old rules for Melinda is tedious and mundane.
The jobs that Leanne does around the house are slightly boring and slightly draining. This is so different to my life at home. I don't have time to scoop leaves. I don't have time to make my trees look perfectly statue-like. I have weeds, so they grow well.
By the afternoon, school's out
So let's go have a snack.
and sweet treats are back in.
And a lollipop for you.
But Leanne's patience is wearing thin.
Straight into snacks. Sugar. What have you got there, Nick? Ooh, chicken crimpies. Do you like those? Tasty? A lot of sugar going through the mouth. You got chocolate face. The homework can't get done on sugar. It needs to get done on proper food. Stephen, does anyone need to start thinking about doing some homework?
And her next gripe is the lack of parenting over schoolwork.
9.56 or 9.565?
This one.
Thank you.
We have 8 children who are at school, so Melinda would need to be sitting down with 8 children doing homework, but how? Don't think Melinda's got the time to do that. I worry that their homework is probably not getting done to the standard the teachers would be expecting. So I worry that there will be gaps in their education.
Yeah, I've got like an hour after they go to bed to ask questions about homework.
Okay. Is that before or after you've swept the floors?
After.
Is it fair for the children to be growing up in that environment? I don't think so.
So, girls, we're going to start our homework. It's 5 o'clock.
Okay.
So, have you got your homework out?
Sticking to the household manual, Melinda abides by the rule to sit over the girls during homework time.
Do you just have to write them out, or do you have to cover them? I really don't like how Leanne just hovers over them while they do homework. Like, give them some space. Do you want me to check the words, like Mum does?
Yeah.
I definitely don't do that with my kids. My kids, if they don't do their homework, then they get the consequence at school in why they didn't do it. That looks pretty good.
Thanks.
Thanks for that. Very good. So, rule change day is tomorrow. I'm so excited to scrap all these rules and bring in my own rules, and let's bring it on.
In Victoria, laid-back Eric has returned from work.
What did you do today?
We're getting there. Starting.
But he's about to cop an earful from Leanne, who's fed up with the clutter.
Did a bit of a sweep around, but, you know, there's a lot more to do. Yeah, just sort of toys in every room, and it's pretty tricky to keep them off the floor.
It's on the toys.
I think there's too many toys.
We've put a lot of money into buying stuff for the kids, and we spoil the kids like that because that's what we've always done, especially with their toys. And yeah, I guess I'm a bit nervous that some of them might end up in the bin.
It's exceptionally cluttered, therefore messy.
I don't know if I agree with that.
This is a huge mess, huge mess.
I think there's a distinct difference between
Do you think the
clutter.
bedrooms are tidy?
They're cluttered. I think, to me, mess is just food scraps left around and that sort of thing. Stuff equals clutter, but not necessarily mess. No?
I think we've got a different definition of mess.
I think Leanne likes everything in its place, away. I guess what I would call a show home. Unfortunately, that's just not our place.
All right, let's lay the table, please.
Hungry.
So tomorrow for Rule Change Day, there's going to have to be a lot of serious changes.
Your culinary skills have the tick of approval.
Excellent. Every single room has in excess of toys that are not being played with because there are too many toys. Let's go. Bath time, let's go. We need rules, we need structure, we need routine. I think dinner's over, and otherwise it's just going to be continuous mayhem in here.
Dad, we're orange.
Come on.
After struggling to live by each other's rules,
It's not acceptable the way it's going. Changes have to happen.
Leanne and Melinda are ready to take control and lay down their own rules.
They may not all love it, but they have to stick to it.
This is actually going to cause World War III in this household. Rule change day. Who's excited?
Me.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll just keep my hand down.
Eric, my new rules are designed to help you and your family and are based on a fresh approach. You're raising your family in a hectic household and some bad habits have formed. Everyone in this house needs to eat a bit healthier. Starting from now, more vegetables and a lot less sugar.
Leanne, less sugar is always a good thing, but I don't think there's an excessive amount.
Thanks for having me in your beautiful home. It sure does run like clockwork. But it's time now for kids to be kids. There's too much time pressure in the house and it's like a ticking time bomb. So first rule is, the clocks are going. Next rule is, no hovering over homework.
I think that's a good rule. When people hover over me, I always feel pressure. And I make a lot of mistakes then.
I think it really shocked him to find out that she felt like that.
Yeah, it's opened my eyes.
Okay. Andrew, Caitlin, Stephen,
Yes.
you three do too many chores. You're getting one night a week off, and I will be doing your dishes, cleaning the floors, and folding the washing.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I wonder what Mummy will think of that one. Anyway, we'll see.
So at home, once a month, I make a big batch of a meal up and take it to a soup kitchen. So my next rule is to give back to the community. So tomorrow, we're all going to make some sandwiches and take them down to a local homeless charity.
I think that's a good rule.
Now, Eric, there is a lot of stuff that really doesn't need to be here. Which brings me to my golden rule. This house is getting a giant cleanup. That includes the invasion of toys in every room.
All right, I've spent a lot of money on buying these toys. I can't see a lot that actually is in a state to be gotten rid of.
But we're decluttering.
She's got a fight on her hands about how much she's going to get rid of.
So my golden rule is the most important rule of all. School is out and funny is in.
When you say fun is in, is that like...
Leanne has everything as a sort of a class lesson. So tonight, we are having a pizza party.
Yes!
I've invited all your friends over and we are going to chill and relax.
Yes!
That's pretty cool.
I think the rule changes went really well. The girls really like the idea of having a lot more fun.
Ready? I'll do the pinks. It's really exciting. I just need to get my energy out.
I think Melinda's influencing us in probably more the fun side and taking away some structure. Very different perspective. Compared to Leanne, not sure she will like it so much, but we'll see how we go.
Meanwhile, in Victoria, Leanne's giant cleanup starts now.
Oh
my gosh, there's a lot of boxes.
There's boxes.
But we are going to be filling up all 10 boxes.
What?
I don't feel comfortable getting rid of that much stuff. I don't feel it's necessary. To be honest, I can't stand a minimalist lifestyle. I would never do it because it's not for us.
But Leanne has no interest in Eric's opinion.
Lachlan and Harry, would you like to go and grab one thing?
Me?
Or two or three?
Me?
That you would like, think about it carefully, that you would like to put in a box. I meant business when I put the rules down.
If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Just what you, if you want to put something in the box, you can get started. We've drawn the line. I'm not going to stand for it. We're going to clear this out and it's got to get done right now. Throw it away. Throw it in. Just one that you don't want anymore.
At the chaotic and cluttered Langhouse, the social experiment has taken a nosedive.
You don't want that anymore?
Oh no, but that's...
See, that's everybody's travel game.
Eric's not having a bar of the new rules, one of which is to throw out excess toys.
Oh, OK. So
That's everybody's.
family toy, yeah?
It's a travel game for when we travel.
Yeah, try and grab something that's yours that you don't want anymore. If you don't want little pink elephant anymore, see you later, pink elephant. Have fun in your new life.
I don't know where that pink elephant came from, so...
Excellent.
Well,
No sentimental value?
But I don't know, but it could be.
When it comes to the toys, it's really difficult for Eric to let go. He was grasping at any possible excuse to keep every little thing.
See, that's definitely no way we could get rid of something like that. Joel played with it, Zoe played with it, Nora's nearly up to playing with it, so it's still got life in it in this house.
I think seeing the tubs dawned on him that this shit's real and we are going to actually do this.
Hey.
He's going to have to abide by that one.
Meanwhile in Perth, Melinda's rule to ditch the schoolwork for fun is a huge hit.
It is starting to sound like my house. I think we've got about that many kids here too.
So, who's going to go first? Em, do you want to start?
This was sort of thrust upon us. I had no idea what was going on.
Do you want to make one and you and Celeste make it together to share?
Had no choice but to accommodate, and it was great. The kids made their pizzas, and you know, I helped them cook them, and I did a good job of eating them.
I've got another one just about ready to burn out here.
And I think it really just showed me that being spontaneous can happen.
Can't quite remember who that one is at the moment. It'll come to me.
I was hoping that this is how my golden rule was going to go down.
I think the kids are having fun. Can't see them. I think they're in the pool.
This is the happiest and loudest I've seen those girls all week, so it was really exciting to see that.
I would rate this party a 100 out of 10. It's the best party ever.
Good night.
Night.
Have nice dreams.
OK, so we've got sugar snap peas, carrot sticks, grapes,
I've not had it yet.
yogurt. So you choose what you'd like for recess.
At the Langhouse, sugar hater Leanne is finally in her element by controlling the kids' diet.
The no sugar rule, I think, they're pretty happy with taking yogurt to school instead of a snack. Their version of snack means a sugary content. Cucumber and carrots with a bit of hummus to dip, yeah?
Dad,
Yeah.
it's my lunch time. My recess.
Sure.
Eric thought that the intake of sugar was not excessive, whereas I do. I think it is.
So I'm leaving you with one.
As Eric gets the kids off to school,
Dishes time. I'm cleaning up and then I'll be onto the floors and a bit of laundry.
Leanne relishes taking over the household chores.
I chose to introduce this rule for the 3 older children just once a week to give them a break, to give them a break from chores.
Leanne takes so long to get them ready for school, and I think it's because she focuses so much on that clock.
One of Melinda's new rules is to remove all clocks, so it's goodbye to the old military regime.
Emily and Georgia, can you come here?
And stress-free mum Melinda can do the morning routine her way.
So I've done this to make you a little bit more independent and learn to manage your own time. So in the morning, I've made Georgia and Emily a list up each to tick off. They're accountable to be ready by 8:20. So I'm going to trust that you can get this done. So high five and let's go.
Put dirty laundry in the basket. I do prefer Melinda's list because it just gives me more independence.
How you doing, girls?
Now I'm going to brush my teeth.
I don't think it's a good idea to constantly hover over your children and kind of tell them what to do all the time. I think they need to learn to be accountable and become individuals. Great work, girls. Was that hard?
No.
Oh, no.
Back in Melbourne, Leanne's had enough of Eric's refusal to get rid of toys
Right. Main living area of the house.
and strikes back with a new tactic
All right. Eric,
Yes.
to treat him like an unruly child.
giving you an insight on the type of person that I am and the way that I work with my decluttering at home. I'll give you an example of what I do, right? So, too hard basket, gotta go. Too much stuff. That's kind of how I operate. That's my version of decluttering.
Leanne emptied a box that needed sorting straight into a rubbish box. We don't work like that. Well, that piece actually belongs to a pizza set over there, so all of a sudden that becomes incomplete.
Do you really think these sets are all complete at the moment, though?
Most of them are, except obviously someone has accidentally thrown it in there.
And the Duplo and the puzzle piece.
Yeah,
and
so
the
it just needs to be
cards and
sorted.
And do you think there's ever going to be an opportunity to really do this properly? Or is this an opportunity to say, you know what, we need to just start from fresh because we've got so much beautiful stuff there?
I understand your process of doing it.
Yeah. Quite drastic.
I prefer our process.
Are you actually doing a process,
Yes.
though?
Yep. I would... I'd rather spend my day off playing with my kids than sorting this stuff out, so... And I'm not... Yeah. Anyway, I'll keep sorting.
Quite a struggle.
I'll sort at my own pace. I won't let Leanne throw away something that I don't think is right to give away. I have a pace.
That was an example. It was just an example of how...
Your fast pace. We're just going to stand up for what we want, like your baby. You're not going to let your baby go.
Why do you do this once a month?
Because I like helping people and I like to show my kids to help in the community.
Mum of 11, Melinda, is a big believer in giving to the disadvantaged.
I'm really proud of the girls helping me out with their sandwiches. They were really enthusiastic and they did amazing.
Yeah.
And one of her rules is to show Emily and Georgia that school isn't the only way to learn life's lessons.
Okay, I think we're going in here.
We've instilled in our children to always give back to others and help anyone that's in need. And I really hope that that follows on after I leave.
Hello.
Hi.
G'day.
Hi, this is...
Let me take that for you.
Hello.
Sandwiches?
And did you help make the sandwiches?
Yes.
You did?
They did.
And what are in them?
All sorts of different stuff.
Oh, lovely.
Fantastic.
Well, what we'll do is we'll put those in the fridge because they'll actually go out this Sunday on one of our regular walks.
And do you see, like, a lot of the same people?
Yes.
You know, and...
A lot of what we call team leaders who are on the walks provide mental health assistance, shoulder to cry on.
And I'm a bit disappointed in myself having not done this sooner.
So, what have we got? What type of sandwiches did you make?
Oh, we've just got a lot of sandwiches.
All right.
So the mindset that we had was around making them better academically. Now I'm starting to see and understand that this is another form of teaching.
Girls, I have a certificate of appreciation for your sandwich work.
It's still teaching, but in a very different way. It's teaching the heart, not the head.
All right. Thank you.
That's 10 out of 10 for me.
So most of this just needs... They're in the wrong tubs. That's what half of it is.
Back in Melbourne, Eric and Leanne are still arguing over clutter.
I don't think I'm right to make that decision now to thin out too much.
As an adult, I think you're able to make decisions about basic clutter and unnecessary hoarding of stuff. It's a mammoth task for someone to have to deal with. So for them, this is perfectly normal. And from where I come from, it's obviously not. I might go through with Tyler later. He said to me, I've got a pile of old homework, old stuff.
I think that's my decision.
Oh, right. No, he was just saying he wanted to. Eric really does stand his ground when he's been pushed into a certain uncomfortable position. It was a real struggle for me and him to agree on anything.
Didn't throw out as much as I think Leanne wanted me to, so that's a win for me. Is this your truck? That's our stuff, and I'm glad I think I won that one.
I'm Chris, and I'm going to show you through sailing today.
Part of Melinda's new rules is to teach ex-Navy Captain Mark and his girls how to let go and enjoy life.
Everything we do in sailing is about having fun.
This is the first time they've ever seen a sailboat,
so
it's all completely new to them.
And you're going to pull the boat down.
Mark was very nervous to let his daughters out on a boat by themselves in the ocean.
Well, I think they're going to tow her out a little bit.
Yes, hi.
That's it. But once we got out there, he actually really enjoyed it.
I mean, she's sailing that boat.
It's amazing.
You're a legend!
I think today has been a turning point in Mark's life with his daughters. He has seen a side of them that he's never seen before.
He's doing good, hey?
My great love is the ocean, and to see my child, my beautiful daughter out there starting to actually understand and experience the feelings that first attracted me to the ocean, it really, I'm very proud and a bit emotional actually, because it's just, straight to the heart, that one.
Well done, Em!
Here she comes.
Well done, Em!
Oh, you're a little legend. How was that?
That was awesome.
Was it awesome?
Yeah. I'm going to do it again.
You're going to do it again, are you?
Yes.
OK, I thought that might happen.
Just watching her reunite with Mark was, almost brought me to tears.
Was that a good rule change that Melinda
It
brought
was
in?
awesome.
You need to say a big thank you to Melinda.
Thank you.
That's all right.
For a big hug, because it was her idea.
It was pretty awesome. I think this is probably the most exciting thing I'll ever do in my life.
She said that she can't wait until she can take me sailing. And that really hit home. Yeah, that really blew me away. But yeah, so awesome day, even though I'm crying. It was amazing.
I really want you to...
After a life-changing week, the social experiment is over and our wives prepare to reunite with their loved ones.
Overall, I think some of the rules have gone really, really well. The kids embraced a lot of them. I don't think Eric has loved them all, and he needs Melinda's input.
I'm very proud of what I've achieved in this house. And I think Mark has had an absolute ball with his girls the last few days. And I don't think he wants to change that. Rightio, girls, so it's time for me to go. Give me a big hug. Come here.
Oh. All right, it's goodbye time.
Goodbye.
Bye, Joe. Kiss. Mwah. Bye, gorgeous girl. Mwah.
So good.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Before returning home, the couples will meet halfway to discuss their experiences.
Hey, you. Hello. How you doing?
How you going?
Hi.
It's lovely to meet
Mark,
you.
Eric.
How are
How are you?
Good.
Hello. Good.
Here we are.
So, when I walked into your home, Melinda, the first thing I did was obviously see so many photos
Yeah.
of your family, and it took me a very long time to register just how many children there were. You know, the home it's very full, it's cluttered. I do remember getting very emotional about a couple of things.
Yeah.
The main one that stood out to me was the chores that the children were doing.
Yeah.
And I thought, shit, these kids do a lot around here.
Yeah.
You know, and my heart's breaking. I'm thinking, oh my God. So one of my main rules was give the children a night off from their chores. I just don't feel like it's the children's responsibility.
So,
I think that'll be a hard one because of our family dynamic and the way our family functions. Maybe a reduced workload where one kid does the other kid's chores for one night and then they get a night off to balance out everyone's workload because everyone has a big workload, so.
Yeah. Coupled with the chores rule, initially when I investigated the kitchen, the cupboards that I was opening, I was noticing that there was quite a lot of sugary foods that were going in the lunch boxes to school.
It's all out of context.
So what I decided to do was introduce a lot more vegetables, a lot less sugar.
It's all out of context, but yeah, anyway.
So we had to cut out the sugar for cereals in the morning and no more treats going to school.
Treat.
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 I don't think it's too bad to have one a day.
Why?
One treat a day isn't... We had this discussion when you brought the rule in. They're fit, they're active, they're healthy, and we balance it out.
It's hard to break it if they get one.
Sugar's like one of the most addictive substances, you know, like it's 18 times more addictive than some of the drugs out there.
I got to go with what I saw at the home.
Yeah.
It's all out of context.
I was there, what I saw.
If you eat food that's made by people in white jackets, if you eat that stuff, you're going to be seeing a lot more people in white jackets.
Do you drink coffee?
Yeah, I do.
Should you do the same thing then?
He doesn't have sugar.
No, cut coffee.
I can, it doesn't bother me.
It's all about balance.
I cut a lot of things, it doesn't really...
It's all about balance, and we are taught to have a balanced diet.
For us, we choose to limit it to half the week, so...
I think keeping our current balanced diet isn't too bad. Yeah.
OK, so that leads me to the golden rule. As you know, with my home, there's not really any clutter.
Yeah.
So my golden rule was the house needs a major clean-up. That was difficult. Eric and I realised how different we were, and he was horrified.
She'll get a tub, throw it into a bin, and pick out the things that are going to be kept.
Oh my God, no.
Eric was like,
I'm glad I stood my ground with my way, or our way, of getting rid of stuff, because the toys we've brought for the kids, they've been brought with thought, they've been brought with love, you know, and we need to declutter in a way that suits us.
For me, it would be more about you have out what you use, but not the unnecessary bits.
I haven't seen your home.
Yeah, it looks like your dad's house.
Plain and boring. Like the display home. I'm trying to put it into perspective here.
Knock yourself out. If you want to climb over toys, go for it.
After our wives swapped lives, the couple share their struggle with the social experiment and having to live by each other's rules.
I mean, this week was definitely a different kind of week. Strange lady comes into the house, don't know her from a bar of soap, and then all of a sudden starts changing things.
Yeah.
We don't look at ourselves as the perfect parents, but I hope we're humble enough to know that there could be a better way, and that perhaps someone just needs to show us.
Yeah. Your schedule. I was a little bit stressed about doing particular things at a particular time, and the girls did as well.
But I'm exceptionally anal with the clock.
So I removed all clocks, bar George's watch. Every other clock got removed.
Shit.
And then homework time where you stand over them, and I felt that that was pressure for them. So no more hovering over homework. So after dinner, they do their homework. If they have any trouble, then they come out to your mark and then they go back and finish it.
I am probably a helicopter when it comes to anything education.
Emily made a comment to Mark that she actually felt a lot of pressure when you stand behind her.
So it would be nice to stop helicoptering, and that it's the teacher's job to pull them up.
Yeah.
Because I'm not their teacher, I'm their mother.
Yeah. Giving back to the community was our next one, and I did that because I give back quite often. I love what it teaches my children. So the girls made 20 sandwiches for a homeless charity in Perth, and the girls absolutely loved it. And the girls are very excited to go back, so.
Yeah, that was a, oh, this will be hard. We talked about this since we've been together,
Ugh,
and we've never done it.
all the time.
And it made me realise that we teach the kids all these different things about how to tell the time, how to read a book, but we don't teach them about the hard stuff.
Yeah.
So that one stays.
We've noticed it with the kids when they give, they start to not think about giving to others, you know.
Yeah.
Although things might be hard for us, there's always somebody that's doing things a little bit worse.
Yeah.
And,
Definitely.
you know, we've had the kids just offer things up, you know, just out of the blue, and it's just, it really, as a parent, makes your heart feel really good that you're instilling these and the values in your kids.
It's just a real grounding reality check, I think, and that's just, yeah, it stays.
So with my golden rule, I noticed that a lot of playtime is focused on academic learning. So I made the main rule, school is out, fun is in. We had a pizza party, which the girls absolutely loved. And then the girls also went on a sailing lesson.
Oh, cool.
Emily went out in her stride, and when she came back, she gave Mark the biggest hug and the connection that they had, telling him that she just loved being out in the ocean, in the space, and watching him tear up as she connected with him. It was lovely.
I was just so proud because maybe it's an opportunity for me now to share a lot of what I've done in my life.
Yeah.
And she can now understand why I love it. It was just, yeah. So I think I've not seen it like that with anything else before, so.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Thank you for the numerous insights and the lessons that I've learnt.
I'm glad that we were able to share, just seeing your tears in your eyes, that, hey, the love and the fun that we have, it's been able to help somebody as well.
And thank you for sharing your beautiful children with me and letting me look after them.
I guess that's it.
It's over.
Swap is over.
That was too quick.
I
But
know.
yes, I think it's time we...
Come on, come on, let's do the goodbyes, come on.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It was nice to meet you, mate. Only
Well, you've come here.
With the emotional meeting over, the wives can finally return home to their families.
Honestly, this experience has been such an eye-opener. It has been fantastic, really tiring.
This is the golden rule. School is out, fun is in.
What does that mean?
Just have fun.
Are we keeping that one?
We are keeping it. It's a golden rule.
Mum can back off a little bit, see?
that's definitely not going to change is the fun we have and the spontaneity of our life. Say to my mummy, Mummy's here.